Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hyde Park Town Board meeting, November 10th, 2025. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to have a motion to accept the October 1st and October 20th meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second, please.
Second.
Liz got it. Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
Councilman Prisakowski is absent. And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Carried. All right, I'd like to have a motion to add resolutions 1110, 12 of 25, adopting local law, amending zoning law with respects to the extended care facility. It's being added at the dais.
So moved.
Second. Great. Clerk, please take the roll call vote.
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Added. I'd like to have another motion to add Resolution 13 of 2025, approving variations related to buildings 3,000, 3,100, 3,200, and 3,300 with Phase 4 of the Bellafield project.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Clerk, please take the roll call vote.
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Carried. Do any of the town board members have any conflict of interest regarding any of the items listed on tonight's agenda?
No.
No? Good? Okay. We have it's going to be Resolution 1, but we'll do the swearing in now, a promotion of Sergeant Alec Brandow.
Resolution 1110-1 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint Sergeant Alec Brandow as provisional full-time police lieutenant for the Town of Hyde Park Police Department.
Have a second, please.
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. Motion of Sergeant. Will Alec like to come up to be sworn in, please?
All right, if you could raise your right hand. I, Alec Brando,
I, Alec Brando,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of provisional full-time police lieutenant
of provisional full-time police lieutenant
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
You are sworn.
Yes.
Squeeze it like we know. Squeeze it. Okay, yes.
stay there or take your jacket? Might as well stay there.
You're gonna do the.
Oh, yeah.
Priscilla first. Yes. Jason Rosillo, 20 years of service with the Town of Hyde Park Police Department. You worked your way up from the bottom to lieutenant, and we definitely hate to see you go, but we know you have to, and it's a good move on your part. We do have a little something for you that you could put on your new desk.
Step forward.
You got some big shoes to fill.
Maybe small in stature, but they need shoes.
Chief's not allowed to retire. When do we Okay, we will do the workshops first. Veterans Committee, Purple Heart Heroes.
All I got to say about retiring is that you're busier than you were beforehand. Craig Elderkin, Chairman of the Veterans Committee for Town of Hyde Park. Per your resolution, we are to report to you at least 2 or 3 times a year, so be it. First up is the banner program. We are in round 7. We had hoped to have them up by Veterans Day, but due to the fact that they went out to the people who ordered them and the proofs did not come back until last Thursday, they are at the printers and will be picked up next Friday, and then at that time we'll schedule with Pete to have them put up. There were some questions on social media about creating a site where people could go to the town website and review the banners and a little bio on everybody. Again, if somebody wants to take that on, be my guest. I don't have the time for it. Plus, you have a lot of firewalls, so it would have to be a town employee that would have to do that. So then it would be costing the town money. I would like to thank Cecilia, your secretary. This would not run without her. She has posted out here in the hallway every banner that has been up and by round. We have placed gold stars on those that were killed in action. And again, I could not do this without her. We're up to 180 banners. The Wreaths Across America, we started last year. we were able to raise funding for over 880 wreaths out of the 1,300 that were needed. We felt it was going to be a good program. This year, we have funding for 300 out of 1,300. And it is my recommendation, unless that changes, we are just going to back out of that, because I either do it right or I don't do it at all. And again, it's a very expensive program. It takes a lot of time and planning, but again, if it's not going to be funded, then there's no sense in doing it. The Purple Heart. We had talked about the possibility of becoming a Purple Heart town. We were very fortunate that Pleasant Valley already does it. We had a meeting with Mary Beth, the town clerk out there, who was full of information and gave us proper direction. We are going to put it up to you to, again, after January, to assign a board member to this committee, because everything has to happen on a town property and or with town funds. We are looking to apply for a county grant, which does not come out until April. It is not awarded until May. Purple Heart Day is August 7th. So we have a really, really small window. So we want to get all the background work done prior to the grant being awarded. And then if the grant's awarded, we already got boots on the ground and we can put it together fast. The Purple Heart basically is on somewhere on town property out back. We will put some type of plaque. There will be another flag added. The Purple Heart flags. Pleasant Valley has signs on every road that enters their town. Well, we can piggyback theirs since we, cover most of them. And then there's other things that you can do to recognize Purple Heart veterans. Due to the banner program, we have already identified 43 Purple Heart members. Most of them have been deceased, but we can also apply for other stuff, veterans that are still alive. And there's different ways of recognizing them. One of them is to put a parking lot that's painted purple with a sign, and then we try to figure out, well, you got a handicap sticker, goes for a handicap sign. Well, if somebody pulled in a Purple Heart, how the hell are we going to know? So we met with some other people, and they designed a plaque that looks like a handicap sticker. It's purple with the Purple Heart on the front, and on the back it says Town of Hyde Park, Purple Heart member, with number 1 through whatever. This way here, wherever they go, they have that Purple Heart sticker in their car, and it is given out by the town clerk. Not as technical as the other one, but it's still under your jurisdiction. And again, I said the town board would have to appoint a liaison to us. Any comments, questions, or concerns?
No, Craig, you're doing a great job on this. How big is your committee now?
5.
You're looking around.
I know 2 have other events to go to tonight, and in fact, in 7 minutes, I have to go to my event. So if you have no questions, concerns. I know Cecilia gets bombarded with phone calls. A lot of them, if they went to the Facebook page, went to the Hometown Heroes and posted it, we could answer that, kind of take the load off of her. Oh, the other thing, Union Cemetery. Thank you for Andrea. She is wonderful to work with. We are still finding veterans. As you know, last year the Scouts did a Eagle Scout project, and we went from 500 to 1,200. We have found an additional 45 since she has been here.
Wow.
So we will be taking care of that. And I did post the other day that the flags go up the week before Memorial Day. Technically, they only have to be up for 10 days. We decided to leave them up and recognize our veterans all year long. And if anybody's ever been to Union on a normal day, it's windy. The flags get ripped, the staples pull out. This year we have replaced every flag that we can, to the point where as of last Sunday I ran out of flags. So they are in the as-is condition until we pick them up next week. And then we'll start all over again. But I know there's ones there that are ripped. I know there's ones there that are the staples pulled out, but I don't have flags to replace them until next year. So, okay?
Thank you, Craig.
All right, be well.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig.
CAC.
Thank you very much for permitting us to come in here and report on the results of the tasks that you folks assigned to us. Very briefly, let's keep my timing down here. Very briefly, we're going to define what a comprehensive plan is. This is what's going to happen here in the next few moments. A comprehensive plan and why it's so crucial. And it's important at this particular point to mention that this is not a plan for a comprehensive plan. You'll need to hire an expert, not to write it, but actually an expert to guide the residents of Hyde Park in writing the comprehensive plan. We'll also be talking about the current Hyde Park comprehensive plan and the possible relevancy of it. Issues, we'll be reporting on the issues on the minds of the Hyde Park residents and how we came to understand what they are thinking. My name is Richard Maddox. I'm a retired environmental scientist resident here of Hyde Park and a fellow member with Chair Carrie Teed, Lynn Ruggiero, Steve Jones, Eric Weinstock, Steve Ware, and Dr. Joe Calabro on the Town of Hyde Park Conservation Advisory Council. The CAC was founded by resolution in 1970, and its responsibility is to advise the town board and planning board of the town of Hyde Park in the development, management, and protection of the natural resources of the town of Hyde Park, and to make recommendations on the land development affecting the environment. Now that the town's natural resource inventory, which by the way, I've got a copy of it here, the NRI, is completed, we felt it was time for us to take a look at the comprehensive plan that governs the activities of the town. Why a comprehensive plan? The board will want to seek guidance from legal counsel about that, and seek counsel about what we're going to say. We're not attorneys. Apologies for all the ink that you see here, but the takeaway, the key takeaway is the New York statutes that enable zoning require that zoning laws be adopted in accordance with a comprehensive plan. The comprehensive plan provides the backbone of the local zoning law and can be prepared using either state statute or common law rules. In either case, a comprehensive plan being kept current is necessary before local government can lawfully adopt or amend the zoning. And those are my emphasis. It's not; those weren't the emphasis. Emphasis didn't come from Mitigate New York website. That's a good website to go to. It helps folks understand zoning law and how it relates to us. But once again, I emphasize, the board will want to seek guidance from legal counsel about what we're about to say. This is our comprehensive plan. You can find it here at this web link, or do like so many of us do, just Google Town of Hyde Park Comprehensive Plan. You'll notice that the comprehensive plan, and this is a copy of the comprehensive plan, which I sent to you folks today. The comprehensive plan was adopted in 2005. Hyde Park has the third oldest comprehensive plan in Dutchess County. The average Dutchess County comprehensive plan from its latest update is 2015. As the comprehensive plan plays such a crucial role in what is done in Hyde Park, we thought it might be important for us to take a good hard look at it. Now, we're not trained in the law, and we're not certified land use planners or managers, which kind of hobbled our ability to really interpret this document. So we decided to take a little bit simpler approach in looking at it, and we just looked at key words. Compared with other comprehensive plans, these words, as a few examples, do not exist in the current Hyde Park Comprehensive Plan. And we thought rather interesting that, for example, no mention was made of demographics. The word doesn't exist in the comprehensive plan. Housing affordability, manufactured homes, single-family dwelling, townhouse doesn't exist in the comprehensive plan. Water quality, groundwater, congestion, mass transit, resilience, stormwater, FEMA is not mentioned in the comprehensive plan, current comprehensive plan, just as an example. Now, we discussed this with the board, specifically with Al and with John, and we began to wonder about the relevancy in our conversation. We began to wonder about the relevancy of the current comprehensive plan. To help the board decide whether to write a new comprehensive plan, Al tasked us to answer this question: what is important to the town residents? What are the residents thinking about? So I was at Pace University seminar not too long ago, and I learned the term visioning board. And that's what this thing on the right-hand side is, a visioning board. Some call it a mud board. This was a what do you think board that was created, and the public was invited to comment. Al requested that something very similar to be placed on the town website, which it was. The 4 questions are: what ideas do you have for Hyde Park in the next 10 to 20 years? What do you love about Hyde Park? What do you want to make sure is preserved in Hyde Park? And what are some of the challenges facing Hyde Park? And I lifted these 4 questions unabashedly from the PACE seminar. So I was in there. So crucially, it's crucial to understand we were listening when we executed this. We avoided dialogue, we engaged, but we were not giving answers, we were not asking questions. We basically said, answer this. So we had so many responses. The quantity of responses was astonishing. We had to pull sticky notes off the board so questions could be seen again. Again, very important, we listened. We didn't guide or even give examples. Now, we started this whole process in the June farmers markets, and I'm deeply indebted to all the people who responded, and I'm particularly indebted to my CAC colleagues for participating in this process. There were 10 farmers markets in which we had 240 responses. We had the community day, which we had 123 responses, and then we had 2 farmers markets afterwards for over 440. But, you know, we had responses and to a similar exercise on the Tom website, which brought the total to 500, better than 500 actually. So do a quick read here, folks. There will be an exam at the end of this. Obviously, much information was collected. But now we had to put the answers into a form useful to the town board. Al and John would have shot me if I gave them that. In fact, that's kind of embarrassing putting it up there. But the point is, we had 200 different terms used. And reading through it, it's very easy to get distracted. Remember, the intent of this exercise is for the board to better understand what is on the mind of the town residents. Now, we started lumping similar terms. We had a sort of manageable number of responses, got it down to about 100. The number of times a term was written down in this lumping process, the number of times the terms were written down is reflected by the size and color. The larger the letters, the more frequently that word or word that was lumped in with it was given. This is a word cloud representing the frequency of each response. However, this is still a heck of an awful lot to chew on. And my mouse is giving me some grief here. But we had to convert this to something more useful to the board. It's still a huge endeavor to use this number. So I was scratching my head, how am I going to do it? When I bumped into Charles Canero, a recent graduate of SUNY Geneseo, where he had completed his capstone project using methodologies which were exactly what we needed in this particular case. And we'll just say, Cosmos, thank you, because this man did quite a favor for us. Charles, please take it from here. How did you organize this massive amount of information into a usable form?
So, hello, my name is Charles Canal. So for further analysis, we developed these 9 bins to classify these responses. These categories were based on other sections of other town comprehensive plans, especially Rhinebeck's that was adopted last year. Each response was filtered into one of these bins. This way we can get a sense of what general topics were on resident minds. So here are typical responses within each bin. They are ranked by percentage of total bin responses. So for example, if you look at the first bin, which is community services, the most significant responses, or the most responses of that bin were pertaining to a community garden. That made up 18% of responses within that bin. I can give you a moment if you would like to look over which terms characterize each bin the most. Another example I'll give is historical landmarks are 41% of all responses that pertain to history, culture, and community, and so on. So here is the legend I developed for the following visualizations. We assigned colors to each bin to visualize the distribution of bins per each quadrant. And here's the first visualization. So this pertains to the first 10 farmers markets. The quadrants you see on the board pertain to the questions that were asked on the visioning board. On the top left quadrant is what ideas do you have in the next 10, 20 years. Top right is what challenges are faced by Hyde Park. Bottom left is what do you love about Hyde Park, and bottom right is what do you want to preserve. The bins are ranked in descending order by percentage of quadrant responses. So for example, in the top left quadrant, 10, 20 years, economic development and commerce made up 32.2% of those quadrant responses. We can move on to...
You can keep it that large
We can move on to...
for us that we're...
Here are the results from Community Day. As you can see, they're fairly similar, but note that there's a lot less responses per quadrant, so the data seems a bit less normal than what the previous 10 farmers markets showed. And here is the last grouping that we had, and these are the final 2 farmers markets that were after Community Day. I want to make note that the most significant bins across these 3 groups, or these 3 visualizations that we showed you, are pretty much are very consistent across the 3. If you look at 10 to 20 years, the most significant bin is economic development and commerce. If you look at challenges, it's infrastructure, and the bottom 2, love and preserve, are history, culture, and community. If you can go back to the other, you could see that 3 out of the 4 of the previous visualization, they're all the same. The only difference was with love, but with this group there wasn't a lot of responses, so it was hard to generalize. And if you go back to prior to the first one, all 4 were the same compared to the other farmers markets, the other data collected from the 2 farmers markets later on. This distinction is made clear when we compile the data into a single visualization, which is here, Hyde Park overall. You can see that the most significant bins have a huge gap compared to the rest of the data. As I said before, economic development for 10, 20 years, infrastructure for challenges, and then history, culture, community for love and preserve.
This gives us a clear view of what answers are the most characteristic of these 4 questions asked on the visioning board, which brings us to what topics were the most prominent among the responses. So which bins are the most characteristics of all Hyde Park? And we did that by showcasing, you can go into the workflow.
Okay, so we remember, what we have to do is remember the task that was given to us by the board was to report what Hyde Park residents are thinking. Charles has helped us understand what 500 or so residents had on their minds. So as he just mentioned, of these 9 categories, this is the word cloud representing the overall relative size of each bin. Therefore, the significance of the topics on the minds of Hyde Park residents are represented by the size of the lettering. See here that the history, culture, and community is most frequent on residents' minds, followed by economic development and commerce. And the words that used and were recorded on the visioning board least frequently on residents' minds are issues related to taxes, governance, and implementation of policy. So in summary, in this short workshop, we discussed very briefly what a comprehensive plan is and why it's crucial, the current Hyde Park Comprehensive Plan and its possible relevancy, the issues on the minds of the Hyde Park residents, and we went through the methods used to understand what the residents are thinking. But let me reemphasize here, this is not a plan for a comprehensive plan. The town will need to hire an expert to guide Hyde Park residents in writing a document, writing the new comprehensive plan. This document, which will be the backbone to manage the town, needs to be written by local residents. But unbiased experts need to guide us in this critical endeavor. Thank you very much, and I think we got it under 20 minutes.
That's good, Richard.
Thank you.
You did exactly what we asked, and whenever we give Richard a task, he definitely takes it to the next level, and a lot of questions are getting answered. We still have the ability, it's still online for more people to add,
Yes.
and you'll track that, because we
Yes.
do have a
Yes, sir.
firm that's going to, that we got a grant for, that will be helping put it, taking all your information, which is going to be extremely useful, because you did a lot of the work that they're going to do, but and then take it to the next level, which is start to revamp our whole thing. And you even beat me on the beard growth thing. I can't believe you won. I owe him chicken dinner. But thanks, Richard, you guys, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Wonderful job.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for allowing us to do it. And thank you. Thank you very
Well,
much.
we asked you, and then you did it. We didn't allow you.
Strange how that works.
Great workshop.
Thank you very much.
Anyone need a laptop?
Yeah, after the public hearing. Okay, I'd like to have a motion to open the special district's benefit assessment rolls.
Public hearing for you.
Public hearing, yeah.
So moved.
Second.
Second, okay. Clerk, please take the roll call vote.
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus,
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. So there's any public comments? Okay. Did the clerk receive any public comments prior to the meeting?
I did not.
Will the clerk, Sarah Holman, will read the notice of the public hearing, the special district benefit assessment rolls for 2026 fiscal year, as it appeared in the newspaper.
Notice of Town of Hyde Park, notice of public hearing. Notice is hereby given that the Town of Hyde Park will hold a public hearing on the special district benefit assessment rolls pursuant to Article 12-A of Town Law of the Town of Hyde Park, Dutchess County, New York, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2026, on Monday, November 10th, 2025, at 6:05 p.m. at the Town of Hyde Park Town Hall, 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York. Documents regarding the special districts, Greenfield Sewer District, Pine Brook Lighting District, and Woodland Grange Drainage, will be available for inspection during regular business hours. All persons interested shall have the opportunity to be heard at the time and place aforesaid. By the order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated November 4th, 2025, Hyde Park, New York, Sarah Holman, Town Clerk.
Okay, without any comments at all, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus,
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Hearing is closed.
Yeah, that was the big.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay, Bellafield height variations, building 3,000, 3,100, 3,200, 3,300. May I have a motion to open the public hearing regarding Bellafield height variations for those buildings?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus, and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Will the clerk please read the notice of the public hearing regarding Bellafield height variations for buildings 3,000, 3,100, 3,200, and 3,300 as it appeared in the newspaper?
Town of Hyde Park, notice of public hearing. Please take notice that the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park shall conduct a public hearing on November 10th, 2025 at 6:05 p.m. at the Hyde Park Town Hall located at 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York, 12538, to consider the application of T-Rex Hyde Park Owner, LLC, the owner of property known as Bellafield, which is located on the east side of Route 9 and bounded by West Dorsey Lane on the south and St. Andrews Road on the north. Tax parcel IDs 133-200-131849-021660 and -023580 for height variations to authorize 4 condominium buildings, buildings 3,000, 3100, 3200, and 3300, within the Bellafield Phase 4 development, which is located on the east side of Carriage Way and the east of the Inn at Bellafield, to reach a maximum height of 65 feet 4 inches, an increase of 19 feet 4 inches over the 46-foot height limit set forth in the Bellafield amended concept plan adopted on December 20th, 2021. All persons desiring to be heard on this matter shall be given an opportunity to do so at said public hearing. By the order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated October 21st, 2025, updated October 28th, 2025, Hyde Park, New York, Sarah Holman, Town Clerk.
Are there any public comments? Okay, did the clerk receive any public comments prior to the meeting?
I did not.
With that being said, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus,
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Just, what I would do is, yeah, here we go. I told you, so this is, so next year we're just gonna announce this is a continuation of that.
All right, this is a continuation, a local law to amend Chapter 108 of the Town Code with regard to the regulation of extended care facility. Are there any public comments? Has the town clerk received any public comments?
I have not.
All right, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus,
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Hearing closed. There's a continuation of Local Law 1 of 2025 petition from Attorney Warren Raplansky, Esquire, to reconsider the petition and to receive comments in accordance with the requirements of the law. We are keeping this open until we get the seeker review from Clinton. Just as that's good. Do we have any public comments regarding town business only and resolutions? Limit 3 minutes. Anybody sign for me?
I did not see anyone sign in for the public comments. Just want to make sure everyone had the opportunity.
Okay. And we move on to resolutions. Mark, you're up.
Resolution 1110-2 of 2025, resolution introducing a local law to amend the zoning map of the Town of Hyde Park, NRI, Hyde Park LLC, CIA Resort Project, schedule a public hearing and making required referrals.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine,
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda,
Aye.
Councilman Campus,
Aye.
and Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye.
Amended on 11/10/2025 at 1 p.m. Resolution 1110-3 of 2025. Resolution setting a public hearing and referring requested variations to the Town Planning Board and the Dutchess County Department of Planning and Development, Bellafield PUD Phase 2B, Lot B, Buildings 100, 200, 300, tax parcel number 13320-6163-01-131849.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Would the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried. Greg?
Resolution 1110-4 of 2025, resolution introducing a local law to update Appendix A 111, road specification schedule, a public hearing directing CEQA and county referral actions.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 1110-5 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Supervisor to execute the municipal agreement between Dutchess County and the Town of Hyde Park to eliminate the requirement for municipalities' referrals of certain actions under New York State General Municipal Law Sections 239-M and 239-N to Dutchess County Planning and Zoning Department for review.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Can you just explain what this one's doing? This.
Yes.
This is, so there's an agreement between, I don't know why it's written that way, but anyway, this is the body of it's correct. This is an agreement to enter into an understanding with the county for referrals that have to be made pursuant to 239M county law. So there's an agreement as to that process, and this is authorizing the supervisor to sign that agreement.
And so should it say to eliminate?
No,
That's a
obvious-
mistake?
Yeah, that's a typo.
Okay, all right.
No, it's just it authorizes the supervisor to enter into an agreement with the county. I don't know why that's in there.
Okay, all right, then aye.
But the body of it's correct.
Okay.
Gotta find that out. Okay.
All right. Councilman Prine, I have you as aye.
Yep.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 1110-6 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to authorize Kyle W. Barnett Esquire of the law firm Vanderwater and Vanderwater LLP to negotiate settlement for certiorari proceedings filed against the Town of Hyde Park by Sophia Pelletieri.
So this is a matter that settles a tax cert that was filed by Ms. Pelletieri, and it was done with the advice and consent of the assessor.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Let me just go back to something real quick if I
Okay.
could. So, just to go back to also your question, so I think this is the reason why the title was inaptly addressed, but the agreement which is attached to the resolution has where certain referrals, certain types of referrals are being eliminated that in the past would have been referred to the county are being eliminated and others are being added.
Okay.
But it's all in the agreement itself.
Okay.
So, and the resolution, the body of the resolution is accurate.
Okay.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where did we leave off?
Okay, here we go. Resolution 1110-7 of 2025. Resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve budget revisions to the Town of Hyde Park 2025 budget revision number 2025-11-10-A and 2025-11-10-B.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine?
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda?
Aye.
Councilman Campus?
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye, motion carried.
Resolution 1110-8 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to accept and adopt the benefit assessment roll for 2025 for the special improvement districts within the Town of Hyde Park.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 1110-9 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to approve the revisions of the 2026 preliminary budget and adopt the final budget for fiscal year 2026 for the Town of Hyde Park.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
I'd also like to say that I have presented the budget for each of the town board members that was provided to me today. It will be on the website.
Thank you. Where did we leave off again?
Resolution to reject the bid for the electrical vehicle charging station project at the police and court facility and re-advertise for bid.
All right, may I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Resolution 1110-11 of 2025, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to adopt a disposal of media policy and procedures.
Sorry about that. All right, may I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Added to the agenda 11/10/2025 at 1 p.m., Resolution 1110-12 of 2025, resolution adopting local law amending zoning law with respect to extended care facilities.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried.
Okay. Added to the agenda on 11/10/25 at 10 p.m., 1 p.m., Resolution 1110-13 of 2025, resolution approving variations relating to buildings 3,000, 3,100, 3,200, and 3,300 within the Phase 4 of the Bellafield project.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Will the clerk please take the roll call vote?
Councilman Prine.
Aye.
Councilwoman Mosqueda.
Aye.
Councilman Campus.
Aye.
And Supervisor Torgiani.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, legislative aid updates?
We got a bunch of stuff to go over. First, I'd like to thank everybody that was out campaigning, and now that the political war is over, we can just remind everybody, if everybody can please possibly go out and pick up all the campaign signs and get them off the roadway, that'd be a great help. If the signs did blow down and the wire is still up, and you see the wire up there, if somebody can please grab them and discard them. It's very important because the highway superintendent, as you know, we did get a brand-new mower with a mower deck and a side arm, so that mower is going to be out in first of spring doing the shoulders of the roads and cutting back the intersection, so that wire would be problematic and we don't want to destroy our new mower. So that takes care of that. The supervisor and the town board would like to thank Howie Fisher. Howie Fisher is just about getting ready to wrap up his 30 years of employment, plus another 8 years as an elected official. I'd like to say that we've been on track to do about 8 miles of road a year that we've been paving. Right now, Howie reported that there's 94.6 miles total, so we do have funds to keep going with our drainage and our pavement and restoring the roads, and we're on a good positive track. So that's good news, and I'd really like to thank Howie for all the hard work that he has been doing. And I know he's getting ready to wrap his term up, and Ray Davis will be taking over January 1, so we're excited for Howie's retirement. As you all know, if you came up in the intersections of Creek Road and East Dorsey Lane, the county, through the great assistance of Will Truitt and Sue Serino, they assisted Al Torgiani in getting his request for Phil to put 2 flashing stop signs on the east-west side of East Dorsey Lane. The reason we started with 2 first is they did a study, and most of the accidents were people coming down Teller Hill, heading west, or going east up Teller Hill, that they didn't stop and kind of blew through the stop signs. So we put the flashing stop signs there. They've been a great help. We've been having, and the chief gave me a couple reports, we have been having some fender benders on the Creek Road side, but it's basically people not paying attention, not making a full stop, or just basically being a knucklehead. So we can't stop that, but overall, I think these stop signs are a great benefit. So thank you, Al, and the county gang. The UV charger, we had a resolution in regards to the EV charger at the police department. Unfortunately, we only had 1 bid, and when the Richard Maddox and the gang was talking about putting that grant out for bid, we were anticipating that UV charger would, EV charger would cost us somewhere around $60,000. We only had 1 bid from a company out of Boston for $162,000, which wasn't even realistic. That's why we basically had to eliminate that process, and Richard Maddox and the gang are looking at some other avenues to try to redraft that bid and get some more economical pricing out of them so we can make that happen. As you all know, the back town hall ramp is still closed. Gleason, which was the low bidder, is pouring a new patio, new handrails, and new handicap ramp out of the rear entrance, so that ought to be pretty much completed in the next couple of weeks. As I mentioned last month, or we stated in our Facebook and all our communications on our website, all our trails are upping. I know that the federal government had to shut down, and a lot of people like to enjoy walking the nature trails. All our Hyde Park trails are upping. They've been groomed. The crews have been out there cutting dead stuff out of the way. We've been getting a lot of compliments on that. So I'd like to thank the Recreation Department for helping us out and and being assistance there. Mr. Kyle Burnett is in the process of drafting the letter up. I apologize, I thought it went out already, but it will be going out in the next day or two. The town board and the town supervisor agreed that we were going to send a nastygram to Optimum and Altice and try to persuade them to better service the residents of the town of Hyde Park. If you go on our website page, Cecilia has a section up on the top that's flagged that if you have any complaints, feel free to fill out the complaint request. If it's anything from service related to Wi-Fi or whatever, if you've been calling them and not getting any satisfaction, please fill the form out in detail and send it back to us. We are in the process of combining a book, which we think we have about 55 complaints already. And when they get the nastygram from the town attorney, hopefully we can start squeezing Optima and Altice to actually upgrade our service or get the ball rolling and work with us, or we'll have to figure out some other means and methods if they can't come through. But a lot of people in the town of Hyde Park is very, very dissatisfied, and we are trying to take action on that. As everybody knows, we have 4 new trucks on order with plows. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have 2 by the winter season and another 2 thereafter. Now that we are told by the truck manufacturer or the outfitter of the trucks that Our trucks will not be here the first two will not be here to late March, which we've been trying to call, and the controller's talking to the truck manufacturer now to try to see if we can get, at least priority, get two of our trucks here, because if we do have a pretty bad winter, our trucks the older trucks are in pretty desperate need of a lot of repair, and we're concerned that we're not going to make it through the winter, and we don't want to throw a lot of money in these older trucks and throw parts at them or we have these new trucks on the way. So we're working on trying to get that in the works. We've been having a lot of complaints, and I just want to clarify that the Dutchess County Wastewater Authority is doing some water upgrades or have some plans to do some water line extensions. They've been having a lot of public meetings. We have it on our website, the town's website also, of the dates of them meetings, what they're trying to do. But the Dutchess County wastewater is not a part of the town of Hyde Park. Everybody's calling here complaining that they got the proposed new rates, they don't like the proposed extension of the water, they don't like this, they don't like that. It has nothing to do with the town of Hyde Park. You can call Dutchess County Wastewater Authority itself, and basically the voting agency for that is the Dutchess County legislators. So you can reach out to your local legislator, and if you're dissatisfied or not happy with where the process is going, it's our recommendation that you reach out to them. That's all I got.
Okay. Any new and old business?
I've got updates for River Ridge. The pavement is done for that road, so the road is complete. It's going to be dedicated to the town in December. The gate connecting Hewler and River Ridge is going to remain closed, only to be open during emergencies. It was found that the road leaving Hewler, it's got limited sight vision, so the less people going out of that road, the better. So I've got for Ward 1.
Good job, Mark. I see we have two of our new, electees here that are joining our board. Paul and Greg. Is it Greg? Nice to have you. Congratulations. Hopefully we join the team and we work together and see how we get things done. A lot of this is done at the client attorney privilege meeting. That's why it goes so quickly when we're out here. It's not that we all just know everything that's here, so you'll see. Glad to have you aboard. Anyone else?
Folks, I hope everyone can make it to the Town of Hyde Park's Veterans Day event tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Also, myself and Tad, during the week, we'll be going to some MS4 training for here and folks of Hyde Park. Very informative information. I've given out my fellow board members, and I've neglected to send the same thing to the chief, but I'll get that to him. Multiple different municipalities, noise ordinances, so that can be worked on with us as a whole. Chamber breakfast is coming up next week as well, which I'll be attending, and some of fellow board members. I'm also checking on the flooding at the hospice for the residents that are on Dorsey Lane that are going through issues, and we're still working on those things as well. I stop in every other day, have conversations with Andrea, and she shows me what she's doing with the cemetery, and a great deal of information, and I hope the veterans will appreciate having their plots and families properly put out there. That's it.
We did it on King Street.
Yeah.
I don't want to put it out there. It's just,
Oh, okay.
that's what I think.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. Plus, I don't want conflict. Okay.
Al, can we just touch on the Cardinal Road?
Okay, I was just talking to council about it. We're going to look at doing what we did similar on Cream Street. We're going to do a weight limit, try to reduce the weight of the trucks coming down. It's because the conventionals are the ones that are the most dangerous and also the largest and the loudest, and they naturally don't fit on one side of the road. They take up to the middle of the road, because they ran me off the road too. So we're gonna go that route, and you could test it.
Thanks.
I teased him about the last one. But yes, that worked on Cream, and it did reduce them, and we're going to stop them from going in. They got to use the back way to get out. They can't come down towards the police department any longer. That's what we're going to shoot for, and hopefully that happens. All right. If nothing else, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.